please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem being sung by senior nursing student Mallory Foston.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Mallory. You may now post the colors. You may be seated. Good afternoon, and welcome to the 2019 Longwood University Nursing Pinning Ceremony. My name is Dr. Kim Little, and I am the chair of the nursing department and a professor of nursing. It is my privilege to welcome you all to this special occasion. As we begin, I would first like to take a moment to recognize our faculty and staff and to thank them for all that they have done to help our students achieve academic success. And if you have not already heard, our program does, in fact, prepare our students for success. We are very proud to say that our graduates from the past 3 consecutive years have achieved a 100% first-time pass rate on the NCLEX RN licensure exam, an honor that no other BSN program in the Commonwealth of Virginia can claim. Future graduates, you too are prepared for success. I would like to ask the faculty to stand as their name is called. Please hold your applause until the end. Professor Cindy Cruz, Dr. Pam Crowder, Dr. Jackie Daniel, Dr. Crystal Forlines, Dr. Teresa Kennan, Professor Julie Ross, Dr. Cynthia Runnels, Professor Melanie Swanson, Dr. Lisa Miner, Professor Brooke Russo, Professor Joanne Davis, Professor Elizabeth Miser, Professor Kelly Taylor, and last but certainly not least, our office manager, Mrs. Renee Reynolds, who frequently is behind the scenes ensuring that all of the features of today's events could come together. We thank you all. Today, we honor you, seniors, as you are one step closer to fulfilling your goal and perhaps a dream of becoming a nurse. The nursing pinning ceremony dates back to the Crusades of the 12th century. However, the more modern-day ceremony began with Florence Nightingale and her influence, which resulted in nurses being recognized by hospitals. This first led to the development of hospital-based nursing training programs. The Nightingale School of Nursing in London they awarded a badge to students who had completed their program. This ceremony became tradition in England and the U.S. by 1916. In addition to you receiving a pin today, you will also be taking part in the reading of the Nightingale Pledge, and will do so while holding a Nightingale lamp. This lamp is symbolic of the care Florence Nightingale provided to the wounded and ill soldiers during the Crimean War when the British Empire was at war with the Russian Empire. It is a representation of her rounds at night and her dedication to patients in need, even in uncertain circumstances. She became known as the Lady with the Lamp. Florence Nightingale depicts what we call evidence-based nursing today. In her Notes on Nursing, she actually created a diagram during the Crimean War that documented the deaths that had occurred and their particular cause of death. This became what we know today as a pie chart. Before her work in the Crimean War, she was known for improving the unsanitary conditions at a British-based hospital. She found the conditions were filthy, unhealthy, and contributed to the illness and the deaths of the patients there. By improving hygiene, requiring that the patients' linens be changed and cleaned, and providing them healthy foods, the spread of cholera was actually limited, and subsequently, the death rate was reduced by 2/3. It was through her initial data collection, that rudimentary pie chart, that she was able to improve outcomes and ultimately save lives. Each and every one of you has the opportunity to be a change agent just like Florence Nightingale. Florence was known to have a certain degree of tenacity and grit. She was described as being strong-willed. You are here today because you possess some of those same characteristics. Don't ever accept less when you know there's more for your patients. The pin you will receive today was designed by our first graduating class. You will note on your pin the rotunda, representing the firm foundation you have received from Longwood, and the lamp, representing Florence Nightingale. This lamp is known as the lamp of knowledge. So, with the rotunda and the lamp on the pin, let it be a reminder that you have what you need to be successful. Take the knowledge, the skill, the grit, and the leadership ability and go forth to become what you have worked so very hard for. Congratulations to you all. Thank you. I would now like to introduce to you our Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Larissa Ferguson.
Good afternoon. I want to welcome you to today's ceremony to celebrate our nursing degree candidates and mark their transition from students to professionals. Nursing, as Dr. Little suggested, is one of the most rigorous degree programs at Longwood and one of the most successful. I think the students will agree with me that they would not be here today without the support and hard work of their faculty, including the leadership of Dr. Little. And I want to take a moment to just thank the faculty for all of your hard work in working with our students. I think, too, the students will agree with me that they could not have come this far without all of you here in this room. And so from the faculty here at Longwood, we'd like to thank you all for the support that you've given to your students. And students, you should clap and thank your family members as well. And now, just a few words for the students. And I have to say, Dr. Little and I did not coordinate our speeches today. So you might find there's a history lesson in mine as well. I'm trained as a historian, and so I was excited to hear Dr. Little talk about Florence Nightingale and her legacy. Nursing, as you know, is a respected, diverse, and inclusive profession with an array of specialties. You have many opportunities before you. Longwood has helped you to become a professional nurse, but I earnestly hope we have also inspired you to become a citizen leader. A citizen leader who is prepared to make a positive contribution to the common good. Now, I hope that you have heard that phrase before. It comes from Longwood's mission statement. I like to say it a lot because I believe in it, and I believe in what we do here together. But really, what does it mean for you all in the nursing profession to be a citizen leader? The most famous nurses of the 19th century give us some ideas about that. Florence Nightingale, after her service in the Crimean War in the 1850s, returned to Great Britain to establish nursing education programs and build the nursing profession. And as Dr. Little explained, her nursing education programs became models for nursing schools here in the United States, and the pledge you take and the symbol of this ceremony comes from her. In America, Clara Barton took her nursing skills and channeled them into the social action. She worked for a decade to lay the groundwork for the American Red Cross, which she founded at age 60 on May 21st, 1881. And she served as its president for the next 23 years. So I think part of Clara's lesson is that you can continue to serve over the course of your career and for a very long time. So she was 83 when she retired from the presidency of the Red Cross. Providing relief to people in need was a guiding principle of Clara Barton's life. She said, quote, "You must never so much think as whether you like it or not, whether it is bearable or not. You must never think of anything except the need and how to meet it." You must never think of anything except the need and how to meet it. The legacies of Nightingale and Barton inform our own ideas of citizen leadership in nursing. With a strong foundation in the coursework and practica you've completed that have been rooted in Nightingale's educational efforts, we trust that you will bring relief to your patients. And empowered by Barton's ideas of social action and sacrifice, we hope that you will transform your communities. Service to the well-being of individuals and to the broader public is the heart of citizen leadership as nurses. Congratulations on all your hard work. We are so very proud of you, and we look forward to celebrating with you today and tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Provost Ferguson. Delivering your address, seniors, is Professor Kelly Taylor, who is a graduate of Longwood's inaugural nursing class of 2013. Please join me in welcoming Professor Taylor.
Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to invite you all to enjoy this special day with us. And I do want to tell you, students, that we always teach you that nursing is a career that you are always learning. And that is true, because today what I learned is that I need to send my speech to Dr. Little before she finishes hers, because I do have a couple of very similar points. So I apologize for the repetition. But nonetheless, I am beyond proud to stand up here before you today and congratulate you on your official end of your nursing program and to welcome you to the start of your nursing career. This class of students has a special place in my heart as it had my first clinical group in this class. I also had the privilege of working with each of you during some of your clinical rotations and your simulation labs. During this time, I watched you grow, both as individuals and as nurses. I've seen your heart in the care that you provide. I've seen your compassion, dedication, and hard work be tested and strengthened. It makes me so proud to say that in a few months' time, you'll be my fellow nurses. The tradition of the nursing pinning ceremony dates back over 100 years ago with Florence Nightingale. Initially, she awarded medals only to the top performing students within nursing programs as a symbol of their exemplary work. By 1916, this had evolved where every nursing student graduating from a program receives a pin. This pin is a welcome to the nursing profession and a symbol of hard work that's invested into becoming a nurse. From labs, nursing exams, and challenging hospital clinicals, you all have achieved your goals and today will receive your first recognition of being a nurse. In Longwood's history, our nursing pin was first designed and gifted 9 years ago. I myself partook in the design committee, and thus the pin not only has deep symbolic value to me, but also tremendous personal value. During the design, we took each detail into account to ensure that the pin stood for all that we as Longwood Lancers and as nurses hold dear. The pin is silver and blue in color, which represents the colors of Longwood. The university name is in large letters so that all that see the pin will know which school you called home. The caduceus is the staff that was, according to legend, carried by Roman messenger God. The staff was topped with a pair of wings and had 2 winding serpents around it. It is considered a symbol of wisdom. It is in the center of our pen, which is to remind us that the wisdom that we possess and that our central knowledge is what makes us as nurses unique. The BSN overlaying the caduceus is to demonstrate the high level of learning that all of our students have achieved. You will see the lantern at the top and the rotunda at the bottom along with the year. During the Crimean War, Florence Nightingale carried the oil lamp when helping the soldiers at night. The lantern serves as a reminder of our nursing heritage. The 4 columns of the rotunda represent loyalty, character, respect, and challenge. These are the 4 principles that Longwood holds dear, as does the nursing profession. I've worn my pin on my hospital badge for the last 6 years, and I felt myself smile and hold my head a little bit higher whenever I asked where I went to school or what the pin represents. To some, the pin may only be a symbol of completing school. But to me, the pin is a symbol for all that I held dear during school. It reminds me of the family and friends who helped me to succeed, the professors that guided my way and were always there to offer encouragement and advice, the dedication to long nights of studying, hard exams passed, and early clinical hours. The pen reminds me of my love for the school and my pride in being a nurse. I can honestly say that I've never looked at this pen and not felt loyalty, respect, and pride for my school and my career. Longwood is where you not only became the person that you are, but it shaped you into the nurse that you will become. Wear your pen with pride, as receiving it is truly an accomplishment for which to be proud. To those of you in the audience, these students could not have gotten this far without your love and support and cannot continue to succeed as a nurse without you. As they end this journey and begin the next, please know that although they may not say it as often as they should, they are beyond grateful for you. We thank you for your encouragement that led them to have a servant's heart and for helping them to pursue their dreams. We thank you for every smile, tear, prayer, worry, and celebration that you've shared with these students throughout this journey. Tonight, hug them a little tighter and let them know that these are truly nurses that you can be proud of. Celebrate their success and remind them that this is just the beginning. This is not the end of the student's journey, nor is it the end of your own. Our hearts are filled with joy for these students as they receive their pen this evening and their diploma in the morning. However, there is more to come, for a nurse's work is never done. After this time of celebration, the future nurses will need continued love, support, and encouragement as they tackle one of the most difficult and yet rewarding of all professions. I'm a firm believer that nursing is truly for only the strongest. It is a job where you give all of yourself to complete strangers. You spend your entire day providing for others until you have nothing left to care for yourself. They will be there for their patients in the good times and the bad, just as they need for you to be there for them. There will be many days where they need a shoulder to cry on, a hand to hold, and a listening ear. Be there for them in these times, for these are the times in which they have given everything they have away, and they depend on you to replenish their strength. Likewise, be there when they laugh and smile. Listen to all of their stories, even the ones that you don't understand. Be proud of them when they talk about what may seem to be even the smallest of accomplishments, and know that to the patient, that success meant everything. Laugh at their jokes and know that as nurses, we have our own strange sense of humor. Mostly, remind them how proud you are of them and that they have the strength to get through anything that this profession may hold. To the candidates for graduation, bask in your accomplishments today. Never forget how overjoyed we are for each of you. I know that you have and will continue to do many, many things to make us proud. Congratulations.
Thank you, Professor Taylor. And now, I would like to invite Senior Class Vice President Chloe Woodward to the stage, who will offer a few class reflections.
Why did you want to be a nurse? It's a question we get asked a lot in nursing school. In Nursing 100, we had to do an entire project on it. Looking back now, I laughed at what I answered with. I want to help people. It's a good answer, truthfully, and it is the umbrella reason why all of us are here today. But it's not why you want to be a nurse specifically. There are many other professions out there which help people. Some pay better, are less tiring, and some would say they're just as rewarding. Choosing nursing isn't a decision any of us made lightly or all at once. There are 3 moments that happen in nursing school when you realize what a nurse does every day and highly doubt that you can do it all, when you realize how much a nurse knows and you question if you can learn it all, and when you realize nursing is the only job you can see yourself doing happily. How you handle these moments will determine your future. Our first clinical. I know you remember it. We made it through anatomy and phys, which we foolishly thought was the difficult part of nursing school for some reason. We were excited to become real nurses that morning at 6 a.m. We carefully slid the stiff scrub top over our heads and yanked up our scrub bottoms up and over our belly buttons because they're absurdly long. We were pristine. Note cards filled our pockets with medications our patient was taking, and we quizzed each other on the drive there to make sure we knew what we were doing. We knew how to do a mitered corner and give one heck of a bed bath. Professor Kinnan smiled at me that morning, a smile full of pity, I later realized, as she introduced my partner and I to our patient. The patient was highly confused, fully ambulatory, and on precautions for an extremely active C. diff infection. Before I could even tie my contact gown, my patient was getting out of the chair, and in slow motion, it seemed, falling to the ground. By some miracle, I caught them on my hip, and a real nurse came in to help me get the patient into a bed, and also showed me how to clean C. diff off my shoes. I realized very quickly I was the only thing standing in between the patient and an injury for the rest of the day. So I cried. The only reason I'm still here, like many of you, is because I felt comfortable enough to go and speak with a professor. She told me, give me a semester. It's not okay to love it now, but come back in 12 weeks. If you feel the same as you do today, we'll figure it out. Thankfully, we never needed to. My friends and family, too, all rallied behind me, telling me what a great nurse I was going to be. I know I'm not alone when I say my support system was my backbone through school. I want to thank you all for listening to the many hysterical, sleep-deprived rants you sat through, trying to calm us down, all the while still cheering us on, especially through the tests. Jeffers will always hold a special place in my heart as it was the first place I cried on campus after receiving a test grade. Assessment is the hardest class to pass, they said. After this, it's smooth sailing. I'd like to remind those people about the other half of nursing school. We've got fundamentals, micro, med-surg, patho, pharm, med-surg 2.0, OB, peds, psych, and community. With every test, I felt like I lost a year off my life. Because regardless of our achievements thus far, we hadn't graduated yet. Every test seemed to determine whether or not we were going to succeed as nurses. A 75% test average seemed ever threatening, and so it's now my least favorite number. I have a video of my friend asleep in her chair, sitting in our dorm study lounge at 3 a.m., surrounded by coffee and note cards and drawings of the humoral immune response, trying to memorize everything for our test at 8 a.m. I know at least one of us here has dozens of gallon-sized Ziploc bags full of pharmacology, pathophysiology, and med-surg note cards. Others have covered their bedroom walls with sticky notes. Or they snuck into Stevens before it locked at 5 p.m. to pull an all-nighters so they could be surrounded by the nursing aura. Yeah, you didn't know about that. I'm so proud of all of us, because we did whatever we needed to do to know the information, to pass those classes, and to be here today. None of us thought we could do it. I would hear, guess I'm graduating in 2020 after that test, and, well, I guess I just wasted 20 grand, all the time. I'd just like to say, take a look at where we are right now. One of the most beautiful things I have witnessed over my 4 years here is watching you all discover your place in nursing. I watched you go from students who took 30 minutes to take vitals, who accidentally dumped a full bucket of bed bath water on a patient, to the most competent and educated individuals I'm lucky enough to graduate with. You've given medications to patients, placed catheters, and been crowned the IV queen. You've held a dying man's hand and then his family's. You've celebrated life as you cheered on a laboring mother and mourned the death of an infant taken too soon. You've given chest compressions, witnessed violence, and educated patients on their treatments. You've prayed with your patients during their struggle and laughed with them during their success. You've gotten a patient to drink water for the first time in days and upheld a patient's wishes when their family couldn't. And sometimes, all you did was listen. No one can know what you've seen in your time here, and no one can feel the glow in your chest as you walk away from a shift knowing you've made a difference in someone's life. That is why we are nurses. If you're anything like me, you have questioned your competency at every quiz, test, simulation, or clinical you've attempted. I'm here to tell you today that you have your final answer. You are meant to be a nurse. You have shown that you possess the empathy, work ethic, and intelligence to call yourself a nursing graduate. There will be times when the breathless fear will set in once again, and in a moment of panic, your chest will tighten and you will wonder, am I a good nurse? First, I want you to call your old classmates, your family, your friends, and your old professors. Lean on us for the rest of your days. But I also want you to remember that for 1,460 days, you proved to your classmates, professors, Longwood University in the state of Virginia, and maybe one day yourself, nursing is where you were meant to be. So I leave you with this. The next time you have doubts, remember you are a Longwood University Bachelor of Science in Nursing graduate, and you are the nurses who will inspire the next generation. You've already inspired me. Thank you.
Thank you, Chloe. Senior Class Treasurer Tiffany Nepshield will now come forward for the presentation of the Senior Class Gift.
Each year, it has become tradition for the class treasurer to donate any remaining funds back into the program for future academic enrichment. To commemorate this day, May 17, 2019, the class of 2019 Nursing Council would like to donate $517.19 back into the Longwood Nursing Department. The goal of this donation is to further engage our fellow classmates in the journey that is nursing school. Congrats, everyone, we made it. I would now like to call our class historian, Blaire Bennett, to the stage for a brief announcement.
This year marks the 10th anniversary of Longwood University's nursing program. This program would not be possible without the amazing work of the professors. As a token of our appreciation, the class of 2019 would like to present each professor with a present. Dr. Little, our department chair. Professor Cruz. Professor Miser. Professor Davis. Professor Russo. Professor Swanson. Professor Ross. Professor Taylor. Dr. Miner. Dr. Kennan. Dr. Daniel. Dr. Crowder. Dr. Runnels. Dr. Forlines. And Miss Reynolds, our administrative assistant. Thank you all for the work you do and will continue to do for the Longwood University nursing program.
Thank you, Blaire and Tiffany. I would now like to ask Professor Miser and Davis to come forward to present the Senior Nursing Student Awards. A description of these awards may be found in the inside back cover of your program.
Before I identify our handful of award recipients, I just want to share that this entire class is exceptional. Every student has shown perseverance and dedication, and I'd also like to mention quite a number of our students have already been honored by Longwood University as well as by their clinical sites for their exceptional nursing practice during their clinicals and their internships. The first award from Longwood, from us today is the Longwood University Nursing Award for Clinical Excellence. This award is selected by faculty members who nominate a student. The criteria are in your programs. But I'm going to go ahead and read them to you anyway because I want us all to understand how significant these students are. The Nursing Award for Clinical Excellence is given to a student that demonstrates clinical excellence, reflects compassion, caring, and respect for human dignity, exemplifies professional integrity, displays creativity and independence, exhibits outstanding leadership. And this year's student to receive the Clinical Excellence Award is Autumn McIntyre. I'd like to note this year we did add a pin to our award recipients because we know you guys just love bling on your graduation stuff. So our award recipients get a certificate, a small monetary gift, and another pin. The Outstanding Senior Peer Award. This award is nominated by your peers, by the senior class, and the criteria are as follows. The student balances academics with outside interest, represents classmates and faculty, exhibits a positive attitude and influence on others, promotes nursing in a professional and holistic manner, and constantly or consistently participates in class activities. The 2019 student chosen by their peer for Outstanding Senior Peer Award is Chloe Woodward. Our next award is given to the student that shows academic excellence, and simply put, this student has the highest cumulative grade point average. Amazingly, this student has successfully managed to graduate with a 3.949, and that student is Emily Payne. I think her fellow peers know how hard it was to keep that GPA. My next award is the Overall Nursing Excellence Award, and again, this student was nominated by faculty members, and the criteria are as follows. The student demonstrates active citizen leadership, excels both academically and in clinical performance, exhibits characteristics of a professional nurse, builds positive relationships with her peers, clients, and healthcare professionals, and demonstrates enthusiasm about nursing. The student chosen for the Overall Nursing Excellence Award for 2019 is Kirsten Hansen. My final award from the department as a whole is the Melissa Hayslip Senior Student Award. This award is given to a senior nursing student every year in memory of a nursing student alumni, Melissa Hayslip. We print the names of all the seniors and we put them in a hat and we select it at random in memory of Melissa's very outgoing and free spirit. And this year, our selection was Allie Arnold. The final award I have to present is on behalf of the Longwood Nursing Honor Society. I'm one of the faculty representatives for the Honor Society. This award was given to an active senior within our program, and Tiffany Nepshield, who also served on our exec board. All right, I'd like to invite Professor Joanne Davis to the podium to present the Student Nursing Association Awards.
Established in 2009, the Student Nurses Association at Longwood believes in promoting excellence and encouraging the development within the nursing program. We believe in advancing citizen leadership within the program and the surrounding community. The Longwood Student Nurses Association created a $500 award for one senior to put towards their NCLEX exam. The criteria for the award included active membership in the SNA for 4 semesters, the completion of an essay, recommendation letters, and the GPA. The SNA has grown into one of the largest student organizations on the campus. This growth has allowed the SNA to add a second award of $250. The winner of the $500 award is Maddie Byrne. And the second $250 award goes to Jessica Schwab. Thank you for all you do across the campus and across our community with the SNA.
Thank you, Professors Miser and Davis. And now we will begin the pinning of students. Would Dr. Lisa Miner and Professor Brooke Russo please come forward on the stage to assist with pinning the students? We will recognize the senior student council members first, so if they would start to come forward. Meg Lohman. After graduation, Meg will be working at St. Mary's Hospital on the neurotelemetry step-down unit. Meg would like to thank her parents, brother, the Huizinga family, and all of her friends for their love, support, and encouragement throughout nursing school and as she becomes a nurse. Chloe Woodward. After graduation, Chloe is going to work for St. Mary's Hospital on the neurotelemetry step-down unit. She wants to thank her mom and dad, who taught her she is capable of the impossible, and her sister Allie and fiancé Dale for supporting her while she fights to achieve it. All that I do for you. Kirsten Hansen. Kirsten would like to thank her mama for the many phone calls and cry sessions, her dad for constantly reminding her that he was paying for her 8 a.m., so she had to go, her family for the continual support and encouragement, to her friends and boyfriend for showing her that there is more to life than just academics, and a big thank you to ATI for making her feel successful with consistent 68s. Tiffany Nepshield. After graduation, Tiffany will be working at the Sarah Cannon Cancer Institute at Johnston Willis Hospital. Tiffany would like to thank her mother and father for allowing her to conquer her dream of becoming a nurse and supporting her every step of the way. Tiffany would also like to thank her boyfriend Michael for peeling her off the floor after every bad grade, and Starbucks for successfully draining her bank account every morning. Blaire Bennett. After graduation, Blaire will begin her career as a registered nurse in the operating room at Virginia Baptist Hospital in Lynchburg, Virginia. Blaire would like to thank her mom for being there through all of her breakdowns, her dad for supplying endless Ben & Jerry's, and her stepfather for all of the support. She would not have been able to survive this journey without all of your love and support. Blaire would also like to give a quick shout out to her mom, who just beat stage 3 colon cancer. Blaire states, "There's no wonder where she got her determination from." Thank you to the senior class officers. They too have a special pin representing the work that they did throughout these 4 years. I would now like to invite 2 of the officers to present the remaining candidates.
Allie Arnold. Allie would like to thank God, her amazing parents and family, her boyfriend Reed, and all of her friends who helped her get to this point, made her laugh, and have stuck by her side through it all. She can't wait to see plans come together soon.
Madison Bird. Maddie will work as an AHART nurse at Centera Norfolk General upon graduation. She's incredibly thankful to her professors for providing her with the best education to achieve her dream of becoming a nurse, and to the Student Nursing Association for her fond memories serving on their executive board. Most of all, Maddie wants to thank her mom, Patty, little sister Kelly, and her boyfriend Matt for their consistent love and support these past 4 years.
Kenzie Brown. Kenzie will be working at Chippenham Hospital in the emergency department in Richmond, Virginia. She would like to thank all of her family, friends, and coworkers for helping her achieve her dream.
Taylor Bunch. After graduation, Taylor will begin her nursing career at VCU Medical Center in Richmond on the surgical trauma unit. She would like to thank her parents, sister, and brother-in-law for always supporting her and encouraging her to strive for nothing but the best. She would also like to thank her family and friends for their endless love and support through this crazy journey of nursing school.
Rebecca Byrne. After graduation, Rebecca will be beginning her career at the University of Virginia's Health Systems University Hospital on their cardiothoracic step-down TIMU. Rebecca would like to thank her parents and other members of her family for continuously supporting her through the last 4 years, and her friends she has made in school that forced her to keep pushing through.
Emily Capuccio. Emily would like to thank her family, friends, and Beyonce for their unwavering support and encouragement. She also wants to recognize her Graham, her forever nurse role model and inspiration, for always answering her post-clinical calls. After graduation, she will begin her career at Georgetown University Hospital on the medical ICU.
Bryan Carey. After graduation, Ryan will begin her nursing career at the Centera Heart Hospital on the intermediate care unit. Ryan would like to thank her parents, grandparents, little Mikey, and the rest of her family for their love and support. She would also like to thank the friends she made in nursing school for being her rock. Ryan would also like to apologize for this degree taking so long, and for her dad not to worry, she will be paying for all the classes she took twice, as they agreed upon.
Sarah Cicero. After graduation, Sarah will begin her nursing career at St. Mary's Hospital on the cardiovascular step-down unit. Sarah would like to thank her family for their unwavering love and support, along with the friends who's encouraged her throughout the roller coaster ride of nursing school.
Anna Collum. Anna would like to express her appreciation for her family and her boyfriend for all of their support and encouragement throughout this journey. She would especially like to thank her nephews for being little rays of sunshine, her best friend and honorary roommate, Savannah, for sticking by her side through 4 years of nursing school and living together, and her dad for always reminding her that everything is going to be all right.
Alyssa Connor. After graduation, Alyssa will be working at Duke University Hospital in Durham, North Carolina, on a cardiothoracic intensive care unit. She would like to thank her mom, dad, and brother for always believing her, Nan and Pop for making it all possible and being her biggest supporters, and most importantly, her friends for being the best fake patients with the most patients to practice on throughout nursing school.
Courtney Curtis. After graduation, Courtney will be working at Sentara Martha Jefferson Hospital in Charlottesville, Virginia. She would like to thank her parents for tolerating the 86 phone calls a day and her sisters for listening to her continuous ranting. She would also like to thank her friends and boyfriend for the endless support and encouragement to push her throughout nursing school.
Molly Farthing. Following graduation, Molly will be working at Baptist Health in Lexington, Kentucky. Molly would like to thank her parents, Rob and Lisa, for their endless support throughout nursing school. She would also like to thank her sorority sisters and her boyfriend, Matt, for always being by her side. She'd love to give a big shout out to Dr. Miner for helping her through the tough semesters.
Mallory Foston. Mallory Foston is very excited for graduation. She would like to thank her parents and brothers for their endless support. She would also like to thank her roommates and best friends from school and from home for making her years in college unforgettable. A special and huge thank you is for the wonderful nursing staff who made her dream of becoming a nurse her reality. Love and happiness to you all, and love to Longwood forever.
Nicolette Freiburg. As this chapter at Longwood comes to a close, Nicolette will be working on the orthopedic surgical unit at Inova Fair Oaks Hospital in Northern Virginia. She sends all her love and appreciation to her family and boyfriend for the constant encouragement, support, and motivation. She thanks you for believing in her even when she didn't believe in herself.
Kayla Gibbs. Kayla would like to thank her parents, Cindy and Dwayne, her grandparents, Nancy and Marvin, and her brother Aaron for their constant support and for listening to her complain about how busy she has been for the past 4 years. She couldn't have done it without her family and friends and a few late-night cry sessions on the phone with each of them. Tears are temporary, but a degree is forever.
Jonathon Hammond. Following graduation, Jonathon will be working at VCU on the medical respiratory ICU unit. As college comes to a close, Jonathon would like to thank the many people who have made graduation possible, including his fiancée Amanda, mom and dad, Eddie and Lynette Hammond, and academic advisor Cindy Cruz.
Nan Henderson. After graduation, Nan will begin her nursing career at Sentara Halifax Regional Hospital's intensive care unit. She would like to thank her mom for pushing her to pursue her dreams of becoming a nurse. She would also like to thank the rest of her family and friends for always having a listening ear and encouraging words when life got tough. Without them, she wouldn't be where she is today.
Jennifer Jacobs. After graduation, Jenny will continue with her passion of being a dog mom, taking care of her home, spending time with family, and pursuing a job in the healthcare field. Jenny would like to thank her parents, Jeff and Colleen, her brother John, and her husband Dane for their support and encouragement during her years at Longwood and her journey through the nursing program. Much love and appreciation.
Brett Johns. After graduation, Brett will be working at Lynchburg General Hospital in the intermediate unit on the second floor. Brett would like to thank her grandma for bringing her rock, as well as other members of her family who never stopped believing in her. She would also like to thank her best friends who became her home away from home and her amazing professors.
Jordan Kellis. After graduation, Jordan will be working at St. Mary's Hospital on the orthopedic spine unit. She would like to thank those who suffered through the incessant calls, texts, fetal position cry fests, and those who always told her she was worthy and capable of achieving her dreams. And let's not forget Einstein, the blind kitty, for always looking out for her.
Madeleine Kingka. After graduation, Madeleine will be working at VCU Health on their neuroscience intensive care unit. She would like to thank all her friends and family for their love and support throughout nursing school, and specifically her sister Caitlin for answering the endless nursing-related phone calls. Longwood has given her endless opportunities, from getting to study abroad in Thailand and Yellowstone to now graduating with a BSN. Her next steps include furthering her education and becoming a nurse anesthetist.
Colin Kratzer. After graduation, Colin plans on winning the lottery and never having to work. He would like to thank his professors, friends, girlfriend, and family for always supporting him and never giving up on him. Without his support systems, he wouldn't be able to walk across this stage right now. Colin would like to give a special thanks to his advisor, Cruz, for threatening to beat his butt countless times if he didn't start trying harder.
Kayla Longhorn. After graduation, Kayla will be working at University of Virginia Health System Transitional Care Hospital. Kayla would like to thank her mom, dad, brother, friends, and fiance Corey for their endless support, encouragement, and love throughout this journey called nursing school.
Shannon Lee. After graduation, Shannon will be working at Mary Washington Hospital on a behavioral health medical unit. She'd like to thank her parents, Randy and Karen, and her boyfriend, Brian, for all their support over the years. She'd also like to especially thank her little brother, Owen, for inspiring her to be here today.
Carrie Linhart. After graduation, Carrie will be working in acute care at VCU Health Community Memorial Hospital in South Hill, Virginia. She would like to thank her parents, family, and friends who have become family for all of the love, support, and encouragement over the past 4 years.
Taylor Lewis. After graduation, Taylor will be working in the emergency department at Riverside Shore Memorial Hospital. She would like to thank her dad for always supporting and believing in her, even in the hardest of times over the years. Also, her friends and boyfriend for the confident boosters, laughs, adventures, and reassurance that she needed to get through nursing school.
Kira Long. After graduation, Kira will be working in the medical surgical unit at VCU Health. Kira would like to thank her mom and dad for tolerating her constant FaceTime calls, as well as all of her family and friends for all of their love and encouragement.
Elizabeth Lowry. After graduation, Elizabeth will be working at Johnston Willis Hospital on the intermediate care unit in Richmond. She would like to thank her family for always being supportive during these last 4 years and for constantly giving her words of encouragement and for telling her to keep pushing through. She would also like to thank her friends for always being there for her and helping her to grow and move out of her comfort zone.
Autumn McIntyre. After graduation, Autumn will be working at St. Mary's in Richmond. She would like to thank her parents, Mike and Amy, little brother Colson, her boyfriend Jake, her wonderful grandparents, and best friends for their endless encouragement and love throughout nursing school. Autumn would like to give a special thanks to her mom, Amy, for always believing in her and supporting her throughout this crazy journey.
Amanda Mazzaros. After graduation, Amanda will be working at Chippenham Hospital on their trauma step-down unit. She would like to say thank you to her mom for the good morning texts and nightly phone calls, her dad for constantly encouraging her sister for the countless venting sessions, and her boyfriend for being the most patient and supportive person. She would also like to thank all her friends for the good old cries and making her smile on a daily basis.
Lauren Metzger. Following graduation, Lauren will be working in the surgical trauma ICU at VCU Health. She plans to continue her education and hopefully pursue a career in nurse anesthesia. Lauren would like to thank her friends and family for their unwavering support and encouragement over the past 4 years.
Leanne Murdoch. Leanne would like to give a huge shout out to her family and friends for their continued support over the years. She is looking forward to starting her career in North Carolina with Novit Health on the coronary care chest pain unit and becoming a beach bum to catch up on some much needed sleep from all-nighters. She promises to wear sunscreen, Mom.
Emily Newton. Emily would like to thank her entire family for their love and support throughout her years of trying to conquer her dream of becoming a nurse. She would also like to thank the awesome friends she has met along the way that have been there through the ups and downs of nursing school.
Teresa Nicholson. After graduation, Teresa will be working at Centra Southside Community Hospital on the step-down unit. Teresa would like to thank God, her mom, dad, brother, sister, grandparents, boyfriend, best friend, little, and aunts for all the support and love throughout this crazy ride she called nursing school. She loves you guys a ton.
Sarah Knuckles. After graduation, Sarah will be working at Henrico Doctors Forest in the emergency room. She would like to thank her mom for always being a phone call away, her dad for the constant encouragement, Alexa for the laughs and tears, Professor Taylor and Miser for always being a source of encouragement, and Barb, who is the reason she wanted to become an ER nurse. She couldn't have done it without all of your love and support.
Sterling Otero. After graduation, Sterling will be working on the pediatric unit at St. Mary Hospital. She would like to thank her parents for always pushing her towards her best and making the last 4 years possible. She would also like to thank her friends and her sister Phoebe for always cheering her on and being a source of constant support.
Savannah Owens. Savannah would like to thank her family, friends, and professors for their unconditional support throughout these last 4 years of college. Without her mom and dad's kind words, tough love, and funny laughs, she would not be the person she is today. Savannah would also like to show additional appreciation to those in her family who are not able to make it here today.
Michaela Pasek. Michaela will be working on the neuroscience step-down unit at Johnston Willis Hospital starting in July. She would like to thank her mom, dad, stepmom, stepdad, boyfriend, and other family members and friends for their unconditional love and support through these past 4 years of nursing school. Without their endless encouragement and continuous commitment, she knows she would not have grown to become the person she is today, and she is truly thankful.
Brooke Parks. After graduation, Brooke will be working on the surgical care unit at Central Lynchburg General Hospital. Brooke would like to thank her parents, siblings, and family for their love and support throughout this journey. She would also like to thank her parents for making her dream become a reality and for the many times she called her mom and dad worrying about an assignment or test. She could never have achieved this without them and is truly blessed.
Emily Payne. After graduation, Emily will be working on the surgical telemetry unit at Memorial Regional Medical Center. Emily would like to thank her parents for providing her the opportunity to achieve her goals and for encouraging her to think that she was capable of success. She would also like to thank everyone who has helped and supported her along the way, especially her professors, family, and friends.
Alexandra Portali. Alexandra would like to thank her parents for their endless support and encouragement throughout her 4 years of nursing school. She would also like to thank her grandparents, who inspired her to join this amazing profession and have been guiding her from heaven ever since. Lastly, she would like to thank her friends who have dealt with hundreds of texts from her freaking out about assignments and tests.
Jessica Schaub. After graduation, Jessica will be working in Northern Virginia in Inova Loudoun Hospital in the Progressive Care Unit. Jessica would like to thank her parents, siblings, grandparents, and friends for always supporting and cheering her on. Thank you for being her biggest fans and greatest role models. She could not have made it without you.
Natalie Schlachter. After graduation, Natalie will be moving to Maryland to begin her nursing career. Natalie would like to thank her parents for being her rock and always being her #1 fans. She would like to thank her big sister Nicole for inspiring her to pursue nursing. She would like to thank her boyfriend Connor and Fab Five for being there for all the laughs and all the tears that led to this point.
Katrina Sexton. Katie will begin her nursing career at Henrico Doctor Hospital on their progressive surgical unit. She would like to thank her professors and the Student Nursing Association for pushing her out of her comfort zone to become the person she is today. She would also like to thank her family, friends, and boyfriend Devin for all the encouragement, patience, and support you have all given along the way.
Olivia Shiflett. Olivia would like to thank her parents, brother, family, and boyfriend Zach for their endless support and words of encouragement throughout these 4 years. Thank you for shaping me into the person I am today. It means the world to have you here today. Love you guys.
Megan Smith. After graduation, Megan will begin working at Sentara Obeck Hospital on the cardiac specialty unit. She would like to thank her dad for teaching her that she could accomplish anything and her mom for teaching her that a little patience and compassion can go a long way.
Amber White. After graduation, Amber will be working on the progressive care unit at Carilion New River Valley Medical Center. Amber would like to acknowledge that without God, none of this would have been possible. Amber would like to thank her parents, fiance, and all of the friends and family who have supported her during this journey. Without these people, Amber would not have made it through the past 4 years.
Jenna Wise. After graduation, Jenna will be working at St. Francis Medical Center on the mother-infant unit. Jenna would like to thank her parents, sister, and fiance for always encouraging her to pursue her dreams and for the constant love, support, and positivity they bring to her life every day.
Zoe Worrell. Zoe will be working on Centra's Southside Telemetry Medical Surgical Unit following graduation. She wants to thank her Aunt Debbie and Uncle Eddie for providing her with so many wonderful opportunities to turn her dreams into a reality. her cousin Shannon for her support, her best friends and boyfriend Tyler for all of their love and encouragement while in nursing school, and her mom and grandma, who taught her that while life will have many challenges, compassion, empathy, and strength can help to overcome them all.
Now we would like to call up Dr. Jackie Daniel to present the RN BSN students.
We are pleased to have one of our RN to BSN December graduates in attendance, Mrs. Lisa Winslow. Lisa is currently working for Cumberland County High School as a nursing instructor. She plans on obtaining her master's degree in the near future. Lisa would like to thank her family and friends for their support and encouragement through this journey. She would like to give a special thanks to her husband, Bill, and 2 daughters, Abby and Sydney.
And now for the Nightingale Pledge. Will all seniors stand and come forward for the Nightingale Pledge? We also invite any nurses in the audience to stand and join in. I solemnly pledge myself in the presence of this assembly to practice my profession faithfully. I will strive to maintain integrity and personal accountability while upholding the standards of my profession. I will not knowingly administer harmful treatments to those in my care, and will consider it my personal obligation to provide the safest, most effective care possible. I will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping, and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling. With loyalty, I will devote myself to the advancement of nursing practice and to the welfare of those committed to my charge. Thank you. You may be seated. I would now like to introduce to you our very supportive Dean of the Cook-Coll College of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Roger Byrne, who will provide us with closing remarks.
Today is a very important day in your professional life. As you go away from here and enter into the noble profession of nursing, I can imagine the feelings you may have. Ones of excitement, of nervousness, of concerns over whether you will do a good job. These are very normal emotions. There is one feeling, however, you should not have. You should not feel that you are unprepared. Your education and training here at Longwood has been comprehensive, rigorous, and arduous, and you can have confidence that you have come away ready to take on any of the challenges you may face in your future professional careers. As you enter into the profession, your learning will continue constantly, your skills will develop even further, and you will feel greater confidence in your own capacity to do the work. I would ask you to always remember one thing above all others. No matter which avenue of nursing you find yourself in, remember that your patients and their close ones are anxious, worried, upset, scared, and are looking to you not only for the nursing and medical skills they know you possess, but also for your compassion and your understanding as they go through their personal ordeal. You will see a lot of things in your professional life, and you will become somewhat inured to many of the disturbing things you will witness on a regular basis. You have to become tough to be able to do your job well. But please remember to utter the kind word, to offer encouragement and understanding to the vulnerable ones. They need that almost as much as they need the medical knowledge and skills you possess. On behalf of the Coll College of Arts and Sciences, I want to congratulate you, the class of 2019.
Thank you, Dr. Byrne. And now, if you would, turn your attention to the screen. We have just a short thank you video that we would like to share with you today.
The nursing pinning ceremony is one of the most memorable experiences here at Longwood.
We are overwhelmed by the graciousness of our donors for providing funding for this ceremony.
We would also like to thank the Portale family for their generous donation making the ceremony possible.
We would also like to thank everyone who has helped us through this journey to help us accomplish our dreams.
We would not be here without your support and encouragement.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to the Portale family. We would ask that you rise for the retiring of the colors. Please remain standing during the recessional and until all faculty, platform guests, and students have recessed. Please then join us for a reception immediately following in the Souza Ballroom of Upchurch University Center, sponsored by the Portale family. Congratulations, candidates for graduation. We look forward to celebrating with you. You may retire the colors.